The road we're on is paved in Garth.
Come along on the journey
as we explore
Garthology.
Think of it more as a conversation. I like that. So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin. Showtime!
Hey everyone, it's Deb.
And I'm Jess.
Welcome back to another episode of Garthology. Unfortunately, Pete wasn't able to join us today, but he will be back again with us very soon. So for today, we are going to stray from our regular topic, Garth Brooks, and we are so excited to talk about another true icon, the powerhouse herself, Miss Trisha Yearwood. So let's talk about the news that dropped recently. Trisha's heading out on a very limited tour this year. And when I say limited, I mean it. Only a handful of cities, and these tickets are already getting snatched up.
This tour feels personal and intimate, kind of slowly dipping her feet back into the touring waters. And knowing Trisha, it's going to be all heart and all vocals. I'm so excited for this. It's been a long time since I've seen Trisha live, but Deb and Pete can tell you I have moaned and griped for years about the fact that Trisha's not touring anymore. And so my sister and I are going, and we got tickets for my mom, and the three of us are going to go together. We're going to go see her when she's in Stillwater, and we're so happy for this. It happened to fall around my mom's 75th birthday, and we're so excited to be able to do something kind of fun and special for her. And it's not a surprise, so I can talk about it. And I'm a little bit sad that Deb and Pete couldn't come with me. I tried to talk them into it. They couldn't get away.
I'm so jealous.
I'll be thinking of you guys that day. But, you know, I'll also be like, well, you've got to do a couple of things without me. So I got one.
True. Yeah, you got one. It's true. And I mean, to hear her live, it like you feel it in your bones. So I'm so jealous because I know every time I've heard her, especially recently, she's been on fire. She absolutely gives me chills every time. She's been quiet on the touring front lately. So I agree with you. I think this feels really special. And I think this definitely means there is a new album on the way.
I'm so glad she's stepping back into that spotlight, especially after her performance on Jimmy Kimmel recently when she performed her brand new song, Bringing the Angels. I'm so ready for a new Trisha album. I hadn't heard that song until you told me that she had done it. And so then I went and watched the clip, and it was so good. It makes me even more excited for this new show.
I agree. I think it's fantastic. And so since we were talking about Trisha's new song and I sent that clip, we really got to thinking about Trisha. And as we've touched on in other episodes, like last year, season 5, episode 22, where we celebrated Trisha's 60th birthday, we said then that she deserves her own spotlight. So now we're doing it. In our future episodes, you will be getting a couple every once in a while that are just Jess and I talking about the Queen. We're planning a series of deep dive episodes on her, from her breakout hits like She's in Love with the Boy to her Emmy-winning cooking shows and beyond.
But don't worry, the road we're traveling will still be filled with Garth. Garth will still be our main focus. We're just showing some love to our girl Trisha too.
Absolutely. So if you're a Trisha fan, whether you've been with her since 91 or you've just discovered her through your love of Garth, you're going to want to stick around.
Hey guys, make sure to hit subscribe and follow us on all of our socials and tell us your favorite Trisha moment. Maybe we'll read a few on the show during our deep dive episodes.
That's it for today's episode. If you'd like to catch Trisha on her limited 2025 tour, currently her shows include Austin, Texas, San Antonio, Texas, and Grand Prairie, Texas, plus Stillwater, Oklahoma, where Jess and her family will be, New York, New York, Glenside, Pennsylvania, and Lancaster, Pennsylvania. To see what tickets are still available and to grab yourself some, just visit her website at Trisha Yearwood. That's TrishaYearwood.com and select tour. And be sure and stay tuned right here to Garthology for more Garth and now a little bit of Trisha too. Real quick before we go, I just wanted to give a shout out to one of our listeners.
Shout outs.
In case you haven't noticed, at the top of each write-up, the description for every episode of our podcast, there's a little link that says, send us a text. And someone sent us a text. So I wanted to give a shout out to that person. Unfortunately, it is anonymous, so I don't know who it is. And also, we don't have a way to write back. But the last 4 digits of that person's phone number is 8078. And whoever the listener is left us a note to let us know that they found our podcast and they listened to it on the drive from California and to Vegas. And they got to experience Garth's show recently in Vegas before it closed. And they had a wonderful time, got to get up to the stage, and were so afraid that Garth was going to step on their hands. He was so close. So it was a great experience. It was the person's 7th show seeing Garth. And I'm so glad you found us. And I'm so glad that you got to experience Garth's residency show before it ended. So thanks so much for finding us and for listening to each of our episodes. We really appreciate it. So that wraps up today's episode. Thanks for listening.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. And remember, love will always win.
Finish it! Finish it!
Bloopers.
It's always something.
Isn't it, though? The dog got up and moved around. The cat's yelling outside the door. Pete wasn't able to join us today, but he will be back with us here again soon. So you know what? I didn't even say, I didn't even, let me start that over. I'm like,
Okay.
Who are we again? What are we doing?
You know.
So for today, we are going to start, stray, not start. To see what tickets are still available and to grab yourself some. Just, I'm like holding in a cough that whole time.
Choking to death.
Yeah, that was fun. That was like superhuman feat.